Yo, we back again. If you throw it in the towel, then you're back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with a childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really, really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, into the madness.
Oh,
Yeah, into the black light, into the madness.
yeah. You might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You akin to the black light, into
Give me your
the
attention
madness.
for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy.
Yeah, I get it.
You see that? You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean, so Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, fast sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not them idle cats. It's deeper than taps and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. So, I can't carry my boys that chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I'm gonna need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you gonna work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? No. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? To the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew. Heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week. Intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So through the knowledge, that means hold your head. Let the past stay dead and keep a level head. And don't be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like times in the rock, but you got us hot from working on your block.
By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul?
Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media panned it. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool.
Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit?
Ancient Chinese secret now. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class, partner? Wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max V production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that, Mr. Aristocrat? I'm coming from the bottom, rising to the top, and conscious is the tone on the CDs I drop. I won't flip-flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first-class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days, and we adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage just to get 100. The big face kind, and it don't matter if it's making people lose their freaking mind. That's why I'm speaking mine, hopefully to change yours, to pull you out of these streets from these drugs and strange whores. Huh. Is anybody there? Is there love out there? Does anybody care? Is there love out there? It's like we died inside, no longer having pride. We're still for rides, a new skill to hide. And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Each in many ways, but prefer it to ride. Like your man on death row when his relatives cry. It's death of a mistake because somebody lied. And we can only pray that Christ is by his side. Convicted on the statement implied.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Oh
man, ToLU'S new. What's up, love? What's going on, baby girl? That's my mom, man. I love when I see up in here.
And if they overlook our voices, they
will
bring the proof. Which one of y'all do?
Is there love out there? let you know I can get it in. Here, what's happening, y'all? You see the thumbnail. I'm gonna say what needs to be said. It doesn't matter. They call the Star of David. They don't know. They've stolen history from around the world to create and compile this fictional existence. That's Star Rim Fan. What is Rim Fan? Let's pull it up. No. I'm just going to do that right now before I even get into, you know what I'm saying? It is likely. So this is, you know who's behind the poisoning of the food, the persuasion, dissuasion, and everything of mitigating and manipulating the people. Small numbers, all right? Because people choose not to join together. And some people have a hard time listening to other people, and you can see that today. All right. And so therefore they can't come together. So both of them subjugated by the enemy because of their ignorance. Well, one may not be as ignorant as the other one, but that's the deplorable state we're in. It is likely in reference to Kyon. We say Kyon or K is in Chi. You know, when we say Chi, like in the martial arts, it's actually with a K. But because, you know, it's Americanized, anglicized, whatever they want to call it, it's CH instead of K. K is in Ki, like in Chi. It was never Ki. Just like G is not X, or nor is it, G is not SH, but it's X. You get what I'm saying? Or ZH. You know what I'm saying? So Chion mentioned in Amos 5:26, which is the Septuagint. I don't like these made-up words, y'all. My apologies. The Septuagint renders as Raphan or Raphan, it's Greek, or Raphan. So Kian is generally assumed to be the god Saturn, the Syrian name of which was Kihon or Chilon. So us being the sun children, the serpent people, the dragon riders, they have taken everything of who we are and created this fictional fucking world. This fictional world, okay? I didn't really want to do this, okay? But we got this little goofy-ass Mossad agent next door. Because they stupid, okay? They really don't get the fact that, oh, that's dead now. I'm just saying it is. So they got to keep doing what they're doing. Let me get that. So a piece of leaf came out the bag. And that little world they live in, they need to get it up off this land. That doesn't matter what they found, dug up, reverse engineer, whoever they whatever, it don't matter. These monkeys think they can control what we couldn't. And when we chose not to do it no more, that's when our people was betrayed by pieces of excrement. Theodor Albert Herzl. You already heard some of the other names I mentioned. I'm not going to run through the names to give these mugs light of anything. Okay? So you need to know that. Now, people are going to get into talking religion and who you are and this, that, and other. You're not Hebrew. That is the direction or deviance of a language of some sort. The other thing, I want to read something from a doctor who works in the field. I love getting into medicine and nuclear, medicine and all that kind of stuff. First, I want to read something. I want to read this right here. Okay. Now, the website I'm going to read this from is ncbi.nih.gov. Yes, nih.gov. Graphene oxide, GEO, in parenthesis, materials, applications of and toxicity of living organisms and environment, PMC. Now, this is 2022. We know it goes back before that. There's articles in here. It goes way back before that, 2015. I've been going over myself. I'll read just a little bit of this one. As an abstract, Graphene-based materials have attracted much attention due to their fascinating properties such as hydrophilicity, high dispersion in aqueous media, liquid, robust size, high biocompatibility, and surface functionalization ability due to the presence of functional groups and interactions with biomolecules such as proteins and nucleic acids. Modified methods were developed for safe, direct, inexpensive, and eco-friendly synthesis. There's nothing safe or friendly about anything synthesized that's unnatural going in your body. However, toxicity to the environment and animal health has been reported, raising concerns about their utilization. This review focuses primarily on the synthesis methods of graphene-based materials already developed and the unique properties that make them so interesting for different applications. Different applications are presented and discussed with particular emphasis on biological fields, and furthermore, antimicrobial potential and the factors that affect this activity are reviewed. Now, finally, questions related to toxicity to the environment and living organisms are revised by highlighting factors that may interfere with it. So, as far as the introduction goes, the continuous increment in the human population has caused serious issues worldwide. The continuous increment numbers in the human population has caused serious issues worldwide, including pollution and contamination of the air and water, which has led to the depletion of natural resources. They're saying people in numbers is the problem, which is a lie. This is NIH, climate change, and the emergence of numerous diseases such as those related to respiratory problems and the lack of potable water. Now, if you can make people believe they're Jews, which they're not, you can manipulate anybody and have them believe, like these people running around in California and New York, oh, the earth is green. Oh, but yet at the same time, they're driving their cars, they're flying their planes, they're doing it, cooking with the stove, they're going to the restaurants, you know, the hypocrites. In addition, the increment use and incorrect disposal of antibiotics leads to another problem, namely the rapid growth of antibiotic resistance bacteria. Given this situation, different strategies have been investigated to reduce or solve the problems, primarily the development. This is just talk good because they're not going to change nothing, because many people are complaining about they're complaining, okay, about these things not working, antibiotics not working. Of course not. Anyway, they're not natural. Anyway, the development of carbon nanomaterials such as graphene-based materials that have great versatility and exhibit fascinating and tunable properties and applications. Graphene is a material made of carbon atoms that are bonded. You just look into these key words to see for yourself. Bonded together by sp2 hybridization and arranged in a hexagon pattern, giving a honeycomb-like structure because of its typical two-dimensional structure, to which there's no part of your body made up like that. It achieves fascinating and unique numerous characteristics, such as being the strongest materials as well as being the lightest, most conductive and transparent material. It is considered as the simplest form of carbon and the thinnest material produced so far. But you're not simple. You're a complex carbon creature that they can never explain away. Graphene is rarely used for biological applications because it is insoluble in an aqueous medium, liquid, due to its high I would say scopicity, but it's stop filling the water. But it's hydrophobicity, something like that. And I read at a high level. It's just some of these words to me are just bull. However, graphene oxide, GO, a chemically modified graphene. What is in food? If you use chemicals and you process it, is the food any more benefit to you? No, you're making a turd and it's breaking down things in your body. Okay? Modified graphene presents a single atomic layer, you're multiple, and is thereby classified as a two-dimensional material. Two-dimensional out of how many dimensions? You're n-dimensional. There's no numbers to put on it. It is basically an oxidized form of graphene laced with oxygen-based functional groups such as hydroxy OA, or alkoxy, COC, carbonyl, carboxylic acid, which is negative C00H for those who aren't aware, and other oxygen-based functional groups at the sp2 carbon basal plane, which makes it amphilictic. it contains a high concentration of oxygen according to CO characterizations. Doesn't mean it's legitimate. It is less than 3.0. It may be giving a false representation, and closer to 2.0. So it means something like, but it's not. Okay. Therefore, graphene oxide, GO, is an important material for biological applications. No, it's not, because they say so, because of its interesting properties, because it's interesting. It's the word game. If you don't know legalese or understand what they're saying, you'll fall for any damn thing like most of these dummies do, including hydrophobicity, high dispersion in aqueous media, simple synthesis, robust size, high biocompatibility, low cytotoxicity, and surface functionalization due to the presence of functional groups. In addition, graphene oxide can interact with biomolecules such as proteins and nucleic acids, as well as used in nanocomposite materials. Why am I saying this? Now, this right here again, this is by J. Funk's Biometer, 2022, June 13th, okay? Published in June 10th, all right? Let's go over here, okay? I want y'all, if you can, I would like for some of y'all to pick up, go to this site. There's numerous ones, but if you don't mind listening to Dr. Robert O. Young, I listen on Speaker. I created an account. I'm not going to log in, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And listen to what he has to say. This is a 2024, because in 2020, I'm going to pull up oh, for those who want to worry about MT, you can spell it MT, MPTY, remove the E, remove the E and the P, and you still get MT, remove the E, P, and the Y, and get MT, you still get MT. The language is a spell. So let's go in here. I have a lot of stuff in here. So what I'm going to do, well, I didn't know I downloaded it twice. I think I'm supposed to share it to somebody. All right. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. So just hold on. Got a PDF that I downloaded that I wanted to read. Okay, here we go. All right. FTC COVID-19 letter, Robert O. Young. United States of America, Federal Trade Commission, Washington, D.C., 2580. So this is not my words, okay? That's their seal. Serena Viswanathan, I ain't pronouncing that bitch's name, Acting Associate Director, Division of Advertising Practices. Advertising Practices. If that doesn't tell you that they believe that you're supposed to just buy into the corporation that's running everything, it ain't running nothing. It's running you because you're running brown blind and not paying attention. Still. So let's go ahead and read it. Via email to phmiraclelife@gmail.com. Addressed to Robert O. Young, 16390 Dia del Sol, Valley Center, California. Unsubstantiated claims for coronavirus prevention and treatment. To whom it may concern, this is to advise you that FTC staff reviewed your website, Federal Trade Commission. So when you hear FTC, it's Federal Trade Commission. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of them on here, and you can pull up the PDF if that's what you choose. I'll give it to you. I already expressed it, but I'll give it to you again. In September 2020, we have also reviewed your social media websites at, and there's a plethora of them. Okay, where you direct consumers to your websites at drrobertyoung.com and phmiracleproducts.com to purchase pH Miracle Inner Light and eye juice supplements and schedule personnel consultations with you. We have determined that you are unlawfully advertising that certain products and services treat or prevent coronavirus disease, which is no more than a common cold. Do you know that when you get a cold, it is your body getting rid of, it's a symptom of your body getting rid of the poisons and toxins? And it's another thing. You got to remember, this was given to him in 2020. So that tells you right there that those fucktards, excuse my language, but those fucktards are part of their agenda. So you take those names, you remember those faces. Now, it's going to get a little more arbitrary. This is not about emotions or feelings. What this individual did, he went outside the perimeters because he wasn't part of the agenda. He wasn't part of the parties and all the perversions to be blackballed, and nobody could give him dollars to which he had already established himself financially. he was doing his best to change the direction, just like our brother, Jihad out of New York, out of Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Jah Brickz, all right, who's been helping people to reverse some of those damn shots that we're getting because it's coming out all over the world now. And these bastards can't hide from what they did. It was important that I read to you about graphene oxide. That's one. You got to remember there's other cancerous, which the HIV is, the gene, I'll pull it up, that was put in there. And the reason why you have turbo cancer in places where cancer wasn't even, UK, Israel, look at Japan, where cancer wasn't even really a thing. China, them guys smoke real good tobacco cigarettes. I've had a couple from some good Chinese brothers. This is what I'm saying. People have a hard time dealing with this, but I'm going to read their stuff and not based upon my opinion. But when you can put everything together, you see things for what they are. So let's further go on. This is when they were trying to shut him down because they didn't want nobody helping. Just like they said, there's that drug, and Joe Rogan and other people talk about it, and they tried to get rid of it. That would help people actually when they were sick. It's a horse drug, and it actually works. Come to find out, they were doing their best to get rid of it, and you got to look at the faces behind it. Okay? Now, anyway, some examples of coronavirus prevention or cure claims on your website include an August 2020 Facebook and Instagram post. You share an image purporting to show low COVID-19 fatality rates in Singapore and state. Why does Singapore have the lowest fatality rates with a population of 25 million? Learn why at blah, blah, blah. So this is what they're telling him what he stated. So I'm reading what they're saying he stated. This hyperlink, which is a hyperlink, all right, at dryoung.com, post Singapore space S at corona as effect as COVID-19 case fatality rate is remarkably low. Excuse me. This hyperlink takes consumers to an article on your website titled Singapore's Corona Effect COVID-19 Case Fatality Rate is Remarkably Low. Why? Which states, with a city population of 5.6 million people and only 27 fatalities since December, that's what I meant, 1st, 2019, Singapore has the lowest levels of cases and incidences in the world for the invisible phantom coronavirus. Singapore's true immune protection against the fake COVID-19 comes from the green plants, trees, and grasses, and especially, the green chlorophyll molecules that is absorbing the real disease contributing factors of chemical and radiation poisoning from outdoor and indoor air and electromagnetic pollution. For the solution of the pollution, he still had a way to go learn and study this stuff, which he did. For the solution of the pollution, you can set up a personal consultation with Dr. Robert O. Young this is about somebody that was actually attempting to keep them from murdering people. For the solution of the pollution, you can start ingesting I-juice chlorophyll to absorb the chemical poisoning in the air that you are breathing and the radiation poisoning from the electrical magnetic pollution you are breathing in. Part of the problem, not all of it. And that's just my opinion right there. This text and link to the blog post, and so it has many links that they're putting to show what he did. In the blog post dated May 25th, 2020, entitled The Pathology for All Sickness and Diseases, you state, what causes cancer, heart attack, strokes, diabetes, MS, lupus, every disease and all diseases. In a few words, without systemic interstitial fluid acidosis of the interstitium organ, there can be no sickness or disease, and there can be no cancer, no heart attack, no stroke, no diabetes, no dementia, no sepsis, no Alzheimer's, no ALS, no Alzheimer's, no COVID-19. In other words, no disease. All diseases are one. There's only one sickness, one disease, and now only one treatment. The one treatment is to alkalize and energize with the pH Miracle Lifestyle Plan. He was attempting to sell something. The same thing that our brother Dr. CB and many people before CB were doing. And that's all he was doing. Most of the light-skinned people weren't doing this until after, a year or two after Dr. CB was murdered. All right, once he was murdered, then everybody took off on, unless he wasn't, and he was taken somewhere underground to further, unless they already knew and they just wanted him out the way. But regardless of that, this is what they've all been doing. Y'all got on TikTok and Instagram, you got all these things selling this stuff, right? Well, there's a lot of us who order it and we have it tested. And a lot of that stuff they're selling on TikTok, what's that one woman with I got the empty bottle, I had to send it off. The miracle vitamins and minerals, leave that, don't buy it. Stop buying this guy on there talking about his sea moss, the little Mexican. I'm not trying to get in his pocket, but stop buying his crap. His is not even as pure as he's professing and claiming. All right? They're on there making $1. It's about a bag. These idiots, these people don't care. And I know a lot of you buy this stuff. We order stuff. I'll get something and somebody will drop $150 that has nothing to do with y'all's books. And I know what I have to buy. So I go over there and I look and I'm like, well, I'm going to buy this. Just like I have one of those H2O water things, but you can't just do it like that. And I showed y'all, and I was testing it. But they said, just take a little bit, don't drink a lot. And I said, first of all, I tasted metallic, almost like blood light. Then I realized, come to find out, what they had let me know says, this is what you tasted. Well, it's not going to kill me. And I realized the metals that the Chinese are using to make this crap, whether it's between America and them, is very toxic. Now, there is one you can buy, but it's a machine. It's Kangen water filtration that you can make the water damn near murky yellow, which is full of minerals, or half that. Just like all these bottles. You know, I get this one. You know, I buy that, what you call it, and it says PBA free. There is no plastic container that is PBA free, people. Now, there are ones that are more safe, like you have those numbers 2, 5, and 7. Is it 2, 5, and 7? Which, if you purchase the bottle and you look at that little triangle, it's got the 2 and the 5 and 7. Go with that. The other ones, you know, hormone disruptors, and you don't want to be heating nothing up in those plastics. So somebody was talking to me the other day, said they saw something on. I was like, yo, man, you're supposed to have been knowing about this. You know, we're gonna stay on this, but I need you to pay attention to what's going on here. All right, so he was selling a product, but he was doing it with attempting to get as close to something that might be beneficial. But see, what they don't know about is bentonite clay. Y'all know what bentonite clay is? Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's a lot of them making accusations against him because that's what they do. Just like you got these fake government officials who read you know, they read the little screens because it's not in their heart and their mind. They don't give a damn. They're paid to be the actors they are. They grouped in some organization, a secret society, whatever, who cares? And they read from the teleprompts, right? Same thing with these idiots sending him a letter. These monkeys don't know how to put all that together. These are some agencies who are in the dark web of things who are out here to mitigate your termination, 8-point-something fake billion back to 500 million, which y'all better believe they wrote this crap. They have people that sit there and they litigate and they look at everything and they go, what compared to what's already saved, and then they put it out. Why do I say that? This is 2020, right? 2019. Why do I say that? This is why I say that. Dr. Robert O. Young, this is 2024. And you can go to there's a lot of goddamn sites, even Hindu sites, surprisingly. Amazon, and they wouldn't allow it if it was not the case. As I stated, there are plenty of doctors all over the world on YouTube, and YouTube was trying to silence them. They can't silence them no more. And it's not even about that because they're pulling up facts from many administrators and doctors and people who are sorrowful with what they've done. All right? Again, his statement, Dr. Robert Young is a world-class scientific investigator and expert, especially on microscopic and submicroscopic elements in human blood, dealing with even radiation and all that kind of stuff. So, you can play and download his. I'm going to advise y'all to go and download any, because his platforms, and it might be only a couple of dollars, it might be free. Go to any of his platforms. Take a screenshot, okay? Take a freaking screenshot if you can do that, okay? Take a screenshot, go to any one of those, and I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to push his what he's selling. What I'm doing is I'm making a statement that he's one out of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of doctors around the world who are coming together against WHO and who are actually and they've been telling you about meddling you, killing you. Now, the Federal Trade Commission, Washington, D.C., September 22nd, 2020, warning letter via email. The Federal Trade Commission, corporation, they don't have no statement. They don't determine anything about you. Okay, you can probably go on YouTube and listen to the guy. I don't know, but you have a lot of stuff in here. He's further done searches and found things that may work. So not that long after that letter, they kept going. 2 years. Dr. Robert Young and science team revealed graphene aluminum lipids. And we know there's much more in 2023 and even up to the early part of 2024, when it was really coming to unravel about the fact of how they created this spike gene using things from AIDS, put it in monkeys, whatever they said. We're not there in the lab. So we cannot convey, nor we can say nay, neither nay or yay. The fact is the information put out there. But the thing is, what I want to also remind you is you have control over the narrative. Don't be in your feelings. Don't be stressed. Don't be acting all out of whack. All right. Like I said, when they were here, they getting food. They're being. I got people. They're being told where to go and meet these sons of bitches to pick up their food because they can't buy food at the grocery store. Why? Because it's probably graphene full. How many of y'all ever seen what is? Let me see if I can pull it up. Well, I doubt it's not on here. Let's see. Because you know it's like a metal. And if it has aluminum or aluminum lipids and all that kind of stuff, well, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Graphene connects to a 5G network. Self-made driving cars, coffee machines, antennas for communication, wearable head things. You know it's 6 and 7G out, right? One of material graphene connects to 5G network, 5G Spearhead Project, 5G Spearhead Project. Graphene flagship launched the 5G Spearhead Project aims to develop graphene-based photonics for use in 5G networks. So there's a relationship. Let's see if there's a I'm typing something in here to see if this comes out. I might have to find something else. So, if you don't believe that graphene oxide can't be manipulated by magnetic forces, well, you do the research, and then you come back and tell me. Graphite and graphene. Well, you remember when I was reading how one is broken down and how it's manipulated, right? So if that can happen, okay? Pyrex, magnet, graphene. Not graphite, graphene. Well, I'm talking about number 2 pencil. Well, why is that people having a hard time putting all this little stuff together? I just want to know. And listen, nobody who had good intentions, because good intentions meaning like 1960s and 70s, everybody in the Arab world got together. It was until these fake bastards, well, everybody got into around 1952. Because 48, when they got over there, 52, because they started exterminating, murdering the true Palestinians. And they sleep everything. The tactics you see them using over here, okay? These fake-ass police officers, these racists. And a lot of them are converts who think they're some Jewish or whatever. And it's been like that everywhere. I come to find out in the Fijis, and Australia. No, seriously. So why would it take the small people to think they're the greatest police when it's supposed to be the greatest country on earth? But who's in the certain positions. You got 3 men running around like they're women in the military, all right? And who are they? The same damn people. The synagogue of Satan, Hashatan, whatever you want to call it, Rim Fam, I don't care. There's made up names. To see an evil and dark, murky people, you need to see them for what they are. I'm not here to blow up this spot. I'm just saying, y'all need to see things for what they is and stop being so blind. What's even more shocking, let me read this, hold on. And it's not all. Right now, who do the elite, I'm gonna read this. Who do the elite think they are? I ain't seen nobody say nothing. All right, thought y'all was about it. I know y'all trying to figure it out, right? Who do they think they are? Do they think they're Sumerian? What do they think they are? God dang, people. Don't. I don't believe in nothing, but don't have me thinking that I'm just wasting my time. Really, I'm serious, man. In that oligarchy mentality, y'all type fast in the other time. Y'all think I'm supposed to always I thought we was working here together. Y'all hi, greet, all love, blah, 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 blah. And then you listening to me like you stuck. Mesopotamians, they think they're Sumerians. They're not. Damn, bro. I even said the word, and y'all sitting there like bumping a log, like, who is me? Who am I? The relationship between the Hindus and the Jews. Both religions were regarded by some scholars to be the ethnic religions and not promoting conversions. Not promoting conversions. I'm talking about the ancient ones, not these fake New Age ones. Adherents of both religions, however, are found across the world. Both religions share common elements in regard to a complicated system of laws, purity codes, and dietary restrictions for defining their communities. Now, you need to know, when you get into the deep of it, only thing that's closer to, we're talking about Hindus as a people, not the new term Indian. But if you want to get into religions with Hinduism, you get into Buddhism, you get into Jainism and Sikhism. But everybody knows that the original Hindus were a very dark nomadic people. And you got to remember that Britain ruled over for them a long time. And how could that happen? Who are the heads of the fake crown over there? Just like in Mexico, when the emperor was instilled over there, before we knocked his ass down and took back the land. I'm asking you, this is very important information. The two different people that conquered all the lands of our ancestors all over the place. Rewriting history, the George Orwellian factor. But there are still brothers and sisters out there, and one of the stories I gave you yesterday alluded to the fact that those who still had the biological, true original blood, who raped and beat the Spanish and Portuguese couple, Brazilian couple, who were out there. Okay? By the narrative of what they say, which shouldn't be happening. But those young ones out there, that's some of the original bloodline, not those that are accepted by these new fake Jews, the ones who were partially touched. You see what I'm saying? Because the relationship with them was actually pretty tight. That's why I said it's important for you to study theosophy, whether it's the American Theosophical Society created by the Theosophical Society and Hindu, between England and Russia and all those places, whether it be the Khazarians or whatever you want to call it. But most people don't know how to put this stuff together and see it for what it is. Why do you think they're all sitting all over here and being dealt with differently? Why do you think they'll smile in your face, walk around like they're happy, not knowing what that they're ignorant to the truth of this land and history? I'm only pointing this out because I want to see what you can come up with. What can you find? Not piggybacking off with somebody else. What is it that you can find as far as informative? So it's always, what do they have in common? Well, if you know our ancestors' true heritage and their history, instead of that which was perverted and then given to this fictional world you exist in, then maybe you would be able to see things differently. So it's non-conversion, oral recitations of the Veda and the Torah. The Veda, which I have that book right there when we get into Flatlanders, okay? And the Torah. But what about the Tanakh? Forget the Torah. See, this is what people have become serious hypocrites. Now, there are people who are pulling and going into the crevices and corners of the abode of darkness to find things to put out there for the first time without being to it, really extrapolate and explain it. And some things shouldn't be messed with. But the special importance of peace and nonviolence is based on the truth of the original Shemitic people. Forget all that Jewish term. I told you that's a new creation. The true Shemitic people world over. That's the relationship before the breaking. Before these fake people instilled themselves, to which 87% are converts. 87% are converts. That means 13%. Supposed to be the real deal? No. Those are the Gujars. Those are the ones who have perverted everybody. When they conquer the lands of ancestors all over. And it's not our problem. We got guys over here everywhere looking at everything, whether in the church, this, that, and they're watching these old Jewish women, these white, pale-skinned or light-skinned people. And they're coming with vans and stuff and trucks when it's like soccer vans with boxes of food, so these people don't eat the shit that these fake Jews are putting out in these corporations, these companies, in these stores. Just prove me wrong. Don't sit here, yeah. Nobody's going to debunk. Prove me wrong. And see, the problem is with all these people, millions of people watching, how long do you think they're going to let it keep going? That's why they're waiting for this zombie. You know, I have young relatives and I have many friends who have kids in the military who didn't have to get the jab. Luckily, at least maybe they're giving it to them and they ain't saying nothing. Who are on these teams to hunt down and cage and lock up zombie-like people. No, they're training people for this. You have medical teams, because I know a lot of people in the medical field. A good friend of mine is a black cat in the Hindu army, in the Hindu military, special forces. And he lives here. And he's about damn near 80 himself. 70-something, whatever, right? And he lets me know everything. Well, he always informs me about a lot of things. Well, if I go and play golf or shoot at the range with him or something like that, what's disturbing is these here who choose not to say nothing. Do you see the hypocrisy of it all? That when you perverse the people with this fake news and everything, that when you make people believe this is the worst people in this, and we're talking about 1% of the population compared to the rest who are doing the right, as far as the best they can in the world that has been turned up on its head. And for these people to see the same thing and come from the same booking, to act like they didn't, and to act as if, oh, everything is all right, what's going on, what we're being told, because they've been groomed for it, that's pretty sick. So they got their medical staff here. They got all the people to take care of their people. And some to study you when stuff start going wrong. To play a front as they eradicate and get rid of you. So you got this perverted graphene and other things all up in your system right now. And I know I said just watch everybody around you. I know y'all just ignore that. Or some of you don't have that excuse, I just got the time. Well, I got all this stuff to do. That's what's wrong with our people today. They just got all the excuses in the world, but they have no answers. All excuses. Just excuse left, right. Excuse right, left. Just excuse. And then we're supposed to all just go, okay. Roger that with your damn excuses. There we go. We got the excuses. We got the excuse train. I'm going to get a ticket. I'm going to get on the excuse train. I want to ride in the caboose. I want to ride in the cabins. I want to ride in the front. I want to be up there with the conductor. And it's automated. Hey, y'all just stop talking, huh? My people just came in and ain't say nothing. What my shirt say, baby? You know what it says. Thou shalt not throw, come on now, shade, okay? If thou can't throw motherfucking hands, niggalations, come on now. If you can't throw shade, you can't throw shade. You can't throw them hands, you better not be throwing shade. That's all I got to say. So all this stuff, you can pull all of it up. You can look everything up. My interpretation is my interpretation. It's nothing personal. Because like I said, I know many good people on all sides, all walks, all fronts. The problem is when you get people around you and they're told to carry themselves a certain way and they're not being nice, and you always say the word friendly, or hospitable, or brother or sisterly like, based on their fictional existence. Well, I walk around with a big head knowing that everything used in this world we invented. So how dare somebody come with their low-ass self and carry themselves around as if it's something when they ain't invent a damn thing? Maybe they've been lied to, but they ain't invent nothing. They haven't created nothing. They haven't made nothing. All they do is run around with egos, anger, rage, wanting to fight, blah, blah, blah. And none of that's going to solve anything. With a bunch of dummies. Did they freeze it? Did they lock it? Can y'all comment? Put a 1 in there. I ain't gonna say nothing else till you put a 1. Because I'm about to sign off anyway. Put a 1. Because the little monkeys are running around everywhere. I know, let me go over here. And they don't know when to stay off certain tracks and certain lines. They believe in the little world they gave them. And when they've been warned about something, they think it's all a game. Put a 1, goddammit. What's wrong with y'all? Hold on. Let me put that up. All right, Snow, I got it now. I guess they was banning here. Thank you. Max B, what's up, beloved? They was blocking it with their punk-ass self. Oh, grandma. I couldn't read none of that. Y'all was there and then you was gone. Cure me. What's up, beloved? Benji Namsi, the Berry Boy. My apologies. I couldn't see nothing. All right, appreciate it. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. They're all, I knew my baby was coming. Yes, they are. Make the change we wish to see. Yeah, be the change. Fuck making it. Be the change, beloved. The folks fighting Ukraine and Israel and Palestine aren't the true people's lands. Let them eat cake. No, don't say that. Get that out your heart. Remove it. All right, hon? Ah. Chimachukma. What's going on, Nafki? My tea getting it good. What's going on? Oh, grandma. What was the question? I was asking about Sumerians, who they think they are. They think they're the old Sumerian gods. No, they're not. They're a perversion. They always, everything they think, I know 24/7 below, but everything they think they are is a stolen identity and narrative. Now, some might say, okay, well, by the narrative painted, could they be the Anunnaki? No. You know how many other names there are besides Anunnaki? I'm reading books, right? And I'm just alluding to something. Right now, I'm reading also, we haven't went back to it, the Madahathas, right? They're part of that. Or are they not? Because there's a story that says they came before that. And when I was on the other lands of our land, Earth, I learned that. That's the reason why I had to find a book, because I always had the name in my head. And I used to always draw their pictures until I saw the Simpsons. What was that Family Guy come out with Stewie with the funny head? I was like, wow, they just throwing everything around because they can't make nothing up. They don't know how to, they're not creative. And that's why they need to keep y'all suppressed. When I told you, you're capable of more you can imagine. And they want to send their little monkeys around me like that's all right. I can destroy them on a whim. That's how, see, we're revealing things. That's what they're doing, right? They've always been revealing stuff to you. Y'all just never paid attention. But there are so many stupid people on both sides. On both sides. It's lucratively stupid. It don't matter how high they think they are, how low. The stupidity, the level of it is increasingly incredible. And they want to keep pushing and pushing. They don't mind. Some of them, you know, did I share a video with another guy who like getting kicked in his ooh-ahs by that girl, that same girl? And she punches him in the face. People pay for this. That is not pain. More people getting booty, whatever, right? Getting that bad rape, sodomized. That's not pain. People getting their head chainsawed off and all this other stuff. Excuse my language. I got to say what's out there. Set on. That is not pain. Oh, they'll all know pain. Real pain because of their ignorance. We're revealing things, right? Everybody has a choice and they can change. But when you've been doing things for so long and you get stuck in it, it's like telling Ted Bundy, don't go out there and do that, bud. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer, if you had the chance, would you still be doing what you're doing if you didn't get caught? They say yes. Ted, Kavinsky, all of them. So the certain thing is when you have people in a certain place where you can hide it from the masses. Now, me personally, I don't really give two shits. You dig what I'm saying? The issue at hand is what comes from it. You see what I'm saying? You see the importance of studying languages, studying people, studying yourself, knowing yourself. It's not about, see, there's an ugly movement in the world. If you want to call it the world, you know, I detest that term. It's a very ugly movement. All right? It's a bunch of know-it-alls who don't know nothing. And they stand by the know-nothing purpose of knowing it all, and they still have a belief factor, which alludes to the fact that they don't know nothing except for what they've been given. And that's the greatest thing, to grow up in a world of turbulence and chaos. But I don't live that way. That's what you always hear, right? Neither do I. That's not who I am. I am all but dark and chaos. That's why people say, well, you talk one way, but I said, no, man. You hear one way and you look another way and you think dumbest mother. When will you free yourself? Stop Johnny riding, stop riding. Come out that little cave and allow yourself to really be something. Other than what they're attempting to make you. All right, so they've been poisoning everybody. Everybody running around eating all this crap and everything, and everybody thinking. Some people think they safe. I got the magic pill. Go out there and let me read this to you right quick. Go out there and get you some bentonite clay. Go get some few things. Hit Jah Brickz up. You know he's got something that they put together and they're testing and working always that's better and it's natural and it'll help you. All right. So me, I like it for the teeth. I like it for the teeth, but you can order, and I'd be careful. But bentonite clay, you dig what I'm saying? It's up to you what you want to utilize, how you want to do it. But bentonite clay, let me see if they got the one here. I don't want to talk about it. You got toothpaste is really good, but I prefer turmeric, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter teaspoon of coconut oil. Coconut oil is from the heart, cold press. You know what I'm saying? Not that refined crap. It's got to be murky. It's got to be coconutty. Okay? And you pop a couple of grains of black pepper in it, mix it up real good. You got a little baking soda. Brush your teeth with that. Or go and find you a certain tree we used to chew, Muslims and, you know, the Black Power movement. There's a cherry branch. You know what I'm talking about? Scrub your teeth with that. Eat fruit. Less meat. Stop eating white potatoes and white bread and white rice. Well, this is Jasmine. And you know how to heat it up in a little butter and oil. All right. And then get the rice in there and boil it quick. And then sit it and let it steep. Once you get it boiled and turn it down. And then it can be fluffy. So that way, you know what I'm saying? That won't leave that residual all over your mouth, which is unnatural. Further molecularly breaking down the natural enamel to your fluoride is destructive all the way across. But anyway, here. So, bentonite clay can also be consumed in small amounts. You can purchase bentonite clay capsules online or from a health food store. Taking the capsules may boost immunity by fighting off bacteria that could make you sick. Now, my good brother, and he's Hindu. He's just a straight up Hindu. Even though he's ex-special forces, love him to death. Yeah, he be trying to teach me the damn language and everything. And I go over to his house to eat with the fingers like we did when we was Muslims and stuff. When I was doing that, trying that phase. Love him and his wife and his kid, his daughter, man. She be all at me. I'd be like, nah, that's good. She's fine, but no. He was the one that pointed this out to me. The clay's large surface area and the presence of charged particles help it draw and trap poisons inside of its structure. So for those of you that went and got the itchy wee owie, go and get you some bentonite clay and pop it. Take you 4 or 5 days. No dairy, no ice cream, no meats, nothing like that. Allow your body to go through transition of turbulence. It's going to be painful. Some of you might go to sleep. Oh, well. But you can help pull it out. Okay? As far as graphene oxide. And he told me to utilize the same stuff about 3 years ago. 4 years. Well, you know, I met him when I was on the Reds. But 4 years ago, he says, you should really try the bentonite clay and some other things I'm not going to say on here. I just haven't. If somebody was to buy me some bentonite clay, natural, or send it to me from where you live out on the East Coast, I would, unless you are an agent and you want to see my demise and you want to send me some stuff that's got carcinogenic cancers, all I do is fight it off after about 2 or 3 weeks and be just fine. And then I'm going to see you. You dig what I'm saying? But you can send me some. Because I'm doing pretty good without these pills. But it's hard on the body. Like I said, it's still a physical body. So unless I was to ascend and remove myself from this dynamic, then it would be different. But, you know, I have a tooth powder. I made a baking soda and peppermint tooth oil. Definitely want to attempt the bentonite clay mix for my teeth. There you go. Give it a shot. Oh, yeah, just give it a shot. I like peppermint too. Too much is not a good thing. It's good for your gums, though, but so is turmeric. real turmeric, y'all. Okay, with coconut oil, because it's refreshing, especially with bleeding gums and stuff. Read it. Don't take my word for it. You dig what I'm saying? I don't use deodorant. I use lemon. I use organic lemon oil. Lemon. That's lime, not lemon. Lime. That's lime, people. That's all I use. I already stated that. I've been saying that for a long time. Limes. Now we know a lot of limes coming from Mexico are bull crap. They shouldn't be over here, but this fake corporation, because most people won't stand on laurels and say no goddamn more. Y'all all out here running around in your hypothetical existence and you're fraudulent, and we gonna let it, because I can go to Fat Olive. I can go and get some of this crappy. Well, which pizza is best? Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars. They're all garbage. All right. But the problem is, the worst mistake is thinking they could do that on this land. See, that's the problem when the world don't know the truth of history, or the fact that this is the truer world, and they've allowed Hollywood and them fake Jews and everybody to paint this little new world bull crap. And see, those of us who actually know, well, that's the ones they should stay away from. What we always tell them is leave us alone. But see, they're hard-headed. They get a little overbearing, overreaching, and then they start going into a position in a place. I don't care what you're doing, but you stay away from, just let us be. See, they're not crossing the field because they got all these little young motherfuckers think they something. They weak as hell. The estrogen levels are off. The testosterone levels not even half of what it was when I was, for my own people. We're built different. That's why they got to poison everybody so these little weak. They're weak. The cowards. Weak. Oh, in the gym. Oh, you know what? I worked out. I was powerlifter. Every one of them on steroids, TRT or something. And let me tell you something. If you don't know martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, I studied Krav Maga for 12 years. My Jewish uncles in New York and Brooklyn. Listen to me in Manhattan. If you don't know, and your bones density and your strength, if you don't know, man, listen, you are gonna fall. But for those who decide to betray you on your land, you are the heirs of this land. You're the autochthonous people. Get out of here with all that aboriginal. You even got some goopy ass fed nigga sister, right, running around. I'm just an aboriginal. Oh shit! Don't pay no attention to these people that don't know nothing, because nobody even knew what the word autochthonous was. So I came along. When I was in the military, how you say that, Red? I was like, y'all really don't know, y'all autochthonous. You don't, and people thought I was crazy. Even the natives said, "What's that?" The natives would be looking at me, "What's that?" Well, you got some Indian in you, but what's that? I was like, if you don't get your goofies, pioneers and creators, elevators, and we're not amnesiatic. All right? The world's running around and it's deplorably sick. It can be happy, everybody be at peace, love, flourishing, no hate, no envy, nobody killing nobody, move on, forgive self. But no, we have these ugly fucking ancestral beasts running around. These monkeys who want to do what our ancestors did when they think they're going to get it right. And you can listen to them and see them and look in their face, because it's different from how you move and all these little monkeys out here. I was watching a video of that little knucklehead nigga in St. Louis shoot that sister. I was saying, but look at everybody just recording and standing there all scary. They're so emotionally unstable and broken. You see what I'm saying? All they know, they think hate. They think they know stuff, but they don't know nothing. Nothing at all. Ear hustling and shit, and you're on my land. But advise you to put some damn plugs in your ears. But that's how it's going. You see what I'm saying? The reality, it's a strange beast, y'all. Now, all the other things that I talked about, you can look into it yourself. Now, as far as my thoughts and perceptions on certain things that's going on and how I see it, y'all know where I stand. It ain't going to change. Like I said, I know how it ends, and that ain't no game. And there ain't nothing nobody can do to change it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, it's going to end the way it's going to end, not how they think. Oh, somebody donated yesterday. I don't know. I said thank you. I just wanted to send appreciation to you. And Humber French, appreciate that, hon. Pew like, I think I got you too. So Humber French came twice, y'all. So appreciate that. Like I said, a couple dollars is beautiful. It ain't gotta be some absorbent amount of anything. It's just let's get more books. And this should, yeah, I don't have memory lapse. I'm hungry, y'all. I've got to wait till 2:00 to eat. But this one is, I said, listen here. The key to the spiritual dimension. I want to read this one of y'all so bad, but no. And you can tell I don't look, I already bit the damn papers up. You know me, man. It's a big old fat little thing. I built models and everything. I can't open a book, save my life without, God damn it, flipping it up and messing it up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, appreciate y'all. If you want to give me some bentonite clay, I appreciate it. I'm not going to buy it. Donation lines open. I'm not going to the post office until, because, oh boy, not till tomorrow afternoon, because next weekend, I hope y'all showing up. It's going to be fun. And then after that, I'm thinking about getting some stuff and some totes and stuff and sending them maybe with my boy in his back, some bungee cords. And then again, I might just do it all together. If T does come out here and stay with me or whatever, and then, gosh, when I say, okay, it's halfway mark, let's get everything, let's open up, sell everything like this, people just walk right through. I don't care how it's looking. We'll get the pictures and everything put up and put away, but the furniture, all this stuff will be in and out. Bed in and out, everything, TVs, which one you want the V in and out, DVD player, $15, $20. I don't know that. You want, I'm gonna keep some of the movies because I want to get a thing where we can play it up on a screen or a sheet or something. I want to get back to the humble roots and the beginnings of reasserting self, no matter what blows up around us. I don't care. You dig what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna go out and stand in some of the sun. Niggas keep walking by being fucking nosy. But I appreciate y'all. See this face for real. It's nothing but respect. You know we're eternally bonded. I would like to see the earth get a little better than what it is. Well, the earth is actually fine. It's the people on it that's walking around half-cocked and crazy. That's what we need to get rid of. We need to change that. It needs to go back to where it was. But there's some people that they've done a lot of bad things. A lot of pedophilia, a lot of homosexuality and lesbianism, a whole lot of weird stuff that is not of this land, not of this soil. All right, we don't have to quote Frederick Douglass. We don't have to go back to that because we had these punks like W.E.B. Du Bois and all these other monkeys. All right, it doesn't matter. Jack D. Forbes told everybody, and you still got fake-ass natives running around conflicted. You got a whole lot of light-skins who don't even know who they are, running around claiming this and profaning that, but they don't have a clue, but many of them are coming into the truth. But you got these fake-ass Gujars and these converts. And they think they can just walk around and everything is all right. Not around me. They better not let me smell them. And when I smell them, it's like a hook in the ocean with the most beautiful bait on it. And that's when you can change octaves and frequencies of your voice at will. Whether silent or loud. Doesn't matter what they practicing in the little dungeonous dark places. That don't mean shit. Y'all need to know something that's different about everything. All right? So we see y'all in a couple of hours. We'll get the read on. All right? It's going to be a good one. Yeah. You know how I go. Oh, hold on. Why did it pull the picture up? That's some weird shit. No, there's no more warnings. No more warnings. No more. Yeah.
And a lot of this music, it's only talking about
Jordan music.
the suppressed rising, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution styles too late for an apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame, by God, it's over. Doing your time is in the end. Lock Jah silent without sin. He quote me on the letter for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled on. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any kind of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Oh, and it's too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe in TC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red of my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above, I be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' rid them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.